Right, so I hate this video for so many reasons. Because this guy is definitely not the strongest man in history. He is just full of crap, just a legend, like many others before the internet, before steroids. They all just like to claim that they were the best in history. Like, it's ridiculous when we live in a time where steroids are so prevalent, and the feats that these guys in the past would make would be nothing compared to today's time with the facts and everything we have. So anyway, let's start.
Louis Cyr was born in Saint-Cyprien de Napierville, Quebec, Canada, on October 10, 1863. Cyr was a famous French-Canadian strongman with a career spanning the late 19th and early 20th centuries.
He was a famous circus act, alright? Because strongman, that wasn't a thing back then, alright? That wasn't a thing like in today's time, where they train professionally. This guy's a circus act, alright? He's not an actual, like, strongman.
His recorded feats, including lifting 500 pounds...
Yeah, look at this drawn image, where he lifts something that they wrote 535 pounds on. Okay, cool. I don't believe you. I think this is bullshit. I don't think that this was... First of all, he probably did it. But I bet, kid you not, 100% that thing did not weigh 535 pounds. That's just no way it actually did that. Just no way. By the way, this guy is 100 and... No, he's like 5 something. He's not even 6 feet tall. Like, he's not a tall dude. Maybe for those times he was tall, but today's times he's not tall. And he can't put on the mass to, like, outperform today's, like, strongman. There's just no way he would be able to do that. Without steroids as well, without a clean... Well, like, not even a clean diet, but, like, the amount of food that they eat in today's time. In modern time. Like, he would not have been on the same level.
One finger and backlifting 4,337 pounds. Shows here to be...
Yeah, the backlift is also stupid. Like, okay. Like, even if he did that, like, what kind of lift even is that? How does that make him the strongest man in history?
The former International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness Chairman Ben Weider, the strongest man ever to have lift.
Yeah, this random old dude claims, oh, yeah, this guy's legit. Yeah, I know this for a fact. Yeah, even though I didn't live in those times. Yeah, he's 100% legit.
Coming from a robust French-Canadian family, developing extraordinary strength, even at an early age.
Yeah, there are strong people, like, there are people who grow up strong, and just naturally strong. I've known several. But they're nowhere near, like, the people who take steroids and eat like crazy just for the sport that they're doing. Like, this guy, he's just a fat dude. He's just a little fat, chubby dude that's kind of strong. But he wouldn't be able to beat any fucking records that's made in today's time. Like, if the Mountain, you know, the famous world strongest man guy, and from Game of Thrones, were to go back in those times, he would be like at least twice as strong as this fucking dude, and he would have been like way bigger of a legend. Like, this guy wouldn't even be known.
Whilst Louis' father was of average proportions, his mother was almost Amazonian, recorded as weighing 265 pounds at 6 feet 1 inch.
Yeah, where is this mother? Because I only see 2 short women here, so where's the mother?
She in turn had a father of 6 feet 4 inches and 260 pounds.
Where's the record of that as well? I feel like they are just bringing up a bunch of bullshit, like, oh, my grandpa was like 7 feet tall, weighing like 300 pounds, you know, so I got my genetics from that. But, like, no evidence of that actually being true.
From the age of 12, Cyr worked in a lumber camp during the winters and on the family's farm the rest of the year.
Yeah, just doing that is not going to... Like, look at these people. I don't see any of these people being a fucking strongman because they work in a field. Like, whoo, whoop-de-fucking-do, you're working in a field. Oh, I have the farmer strength. Yeah, that farmer strength bullshit that people nowadays try to, like, in corporate. Like, it's so stupid. No farmer, like, farmers can be strong, but they're not like outperforming people who works out like with dedication and eats with the goal of becoming strong. Like, these farmers are nothing. They're just farmers. For fuck's sake.
discovering his exceptional strength at a very young age.
What do you mean discovering? Discovering? What? He impressed his fellow workers with his feats of strength. Well, he just got his strength from nowhere? Not even like trying to become strong? Is he Kryptonian?
He impressed his fellow workers with his feats of strength. After learning of the tale, Seer attempted to mimic the practice of legendary strongman Milo of Croton,
Yeah, cool.
who as a child carried a calf on his shoulders, continuing to carry it as it grew into a full-grown bull and he into a grown man.
Yeah, progressive overload. That's like the point with that.
Seer's calf, however, bolted one day, kicking him in his back, after which he instead began carrying a sack of grain.
Yeah, so he couldn't do that thing. Funny how he got kicked in the back, but somehow his best lift is a back lift. Right.
Quarter of a mile every day, adding 2 pounds each day. According to one of his biographers, his
Yeah,
mother...
that's cool that he did that. But like, I kind of doubt that he would like want to do that if he was like working and stuff. Like, you want your day to like finish over quickly, you know? So why would he make his day harder? Maybe he did this, but he would not get into the same feats of strength as in modern times.
Mother decided he should let his hair grow, like Samson in the Bible.
Probably true.
Lewis started his strongman career at the age of 17.
There's no strongmen. Alright? It's all circus acts in those days. Look at those stupid bobbly weights. This is all circus. That's all it is. There's no strongmen in these fucking times, alright?
He was matched in a contest against Michaud of Quebec, who was recognized as Canada's strongest man of the time, the results being that Serre beat him, the tests being the lifting of heavy stones, Seer winning the match by hoisting a granite boulder weighing 480 pounds.
Just hoisting a 480 pounds boulder. Yeah, just doing that. He just beat him with ease. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
In 1878, the Seer family immigrated to Lowell, Massachusetts in the United States. It was in Lowell that Seer changed his name from Cyprian No to Lewis, as it was easier to pronounce in English. Again, his great strength brought him fame.
His great reputation brought him his fame, alright? And that's the thing, if someone, like, when people like a celebrity or whatever, they tend to, like over-exaggerate them. They tend to create rumors, especially in those days without internet. Rumors were created more and more, like, that's why he got his fame.
17 years old, he weighed 230 pounds. He entered his first strongman
Yeah, I
contest.
believe he weighed 230 pounds. Because he's probably a fat... He was a fat dude. He's a fat guy.
In Boston at age 18, lifting a horse off the ground. The fully grown male horse was placed on a platform with 2 iron bars attached, enabling Seer to obtain a better grip.
Right. The fully grown male horse was placed on a platform with 2 iron bars attached, enabling Seer to obtain a better grip. Okay, so he just lifted like he just did a deadlift. But what that's such a weird lift. Like, he lifted a horse in a deadlift. What, so the board was just like on an incline and the horse just... How does this lift even work? How would you even do this lift? I feel like this is just a made up story that they made just to make him seem like more impressive. And then, yeah, also what they first said was he lifted a horse. But then they have to put in like 2 iron bars attached. So it's all fucking rumors. The first thing is what catches on, alright? With the public. He lifted a horse. And then they have to explain the 2 iron bars attached. most likely that was like the explanation in more recent times. Because lifting a fucking male horse is impossible. It is impossible. He's all rumors.
The horse weighed at least 1,500.
Yeah, okay. First of all, if I don't think he did this. He weighed at least 1,500 pounds. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I don't believe any of this.
In 1882,
Like that would smack the deadlifts of today's time out of just smack them away. This guy without steroids, this fat little turd, just outperforms modern lifters with ease. Yeah. With his 6 feet mom that we haven't seen a single picture of yet. And her 6 feet, 6'4", his 6'4" granddad that we have no pictures of at all.
Lewis married Melina while Lewis worked as a lugger.
Yeah, he still works like as a regular person, but somehow he has time to train. And he works like hard fucking jobs too. Physically exhausting jobs. By the way, people who work in physically exhausting jobs, like, you have to have a really good schedule for training, you know, to being able to like mix that in your day, you know. And this guy with like no knowledge of like nutrition or training, he just grew up strong, and somehow, yeah, he can outperform modern lifters.
The following year, he and his wife returned to Lowell, hoping to capitalize on his fame there. A tour of the Maritimes was organized, and while it may have benefited the organizer, Cyr gained no profit financially. He then began touring Quebec with his family in a show they called the Troupe Cyr.
Yeah, it's all circus. It's just a circus. That's all it is. It's not like an actual legit strongman thing. Like, it's not doing actual strongman.
Soon proving his immense strength, he was urged by friends to enter the exciting, albeit highly precarious world of professional strongmen.
Yeah, and I believe that his friends were probably the cause for his rumors. Like, they all had zero knowledge of anything that comes to strength feats. And they just, like, looked at him with awe. Like, oh, he's so strong, you know. He must be the strongest in history. And the things he lifts are probably weighing like 500 pounds.
Lifting mainly crude solid or shot-filled weights. From 1883 to 1885, Cyr served as a police officer in Montreal. Following this, he went on tour with a troupe that included a wrestler,
See, this is a literal circus.
And a weightlifter. He entered a strongman competition in March 1886 at Quebec City against the reigning Canadian strongman, David Michaud. Cyr lifted a 218-pound barbell with one hand.
What, he lifted... Wait. Hold on. So, Cyr lifted a 218-pound barbell with one hand. What, from the ground? I mean, a lot of people can do that at a way lower weight nowadays without steroids, so... That's not a really good feat in comparison to when he was like 17 years old and he could lift like several hundred pounds.
To Michaud's 158 pounds, and a weight of 2,371 pounds on his back, to his opponent's 2,071 pounds to win the title of strongest man in the country. Cyr was a big man.
You see, the guy who came second was like close to his lift, so that lift can probably be outperformed with ease in today's time. It would not surprise me.
Eating more than 4 normal men.
Yeah, this is also another rumor that they just like to just put out there. 4 normal men in those days, like, nobody knew shit about nutrition, so they ate like crap. Either they ate nothing or they ate way too much. So who are you comparing this to? What kind of 4 normal men are we saying here?
Up to 6 pounds of meat at one meal.
Yeah, that's bullshit. 6 pounds of meat at one meal is absolute horse crap. And it's absolute horse crap, all of this.
Increasing weight enormously in his later
he would get fatter.
years. His lightest body weight was when he competed against August Johnson, then just 270 pounds, although his normal contest condition was nearer 320 pounds. Perhaps his greatest feat occurred at 1890.
Yeah, another drawing of his feats. There's never any pictures of his actual feet, just drawings. And I understand that pictures could take a long time to create in those days, but yeah, you could definitely fucking warm up the camera before. Or at least take a picture of the actual event. But yeah, it was reported lift. Yeah, I don't believe you. This is a stupid fucking lift, by the way.
4,337 pounds on his back in Boston by putting 18 men on a platform and lifting them. One of his most memorable
By the way, the picture they showed, there was him doing a literal fucking, like, half push-up. Which it would be impossible to do this feat on.
Of strength occurred in Montreal on October 12, 1891.
There's an actual picture before they started.
Lewis resisted the pull of 4 draft horses, 2 in each hand, as grooms stood cracking their whips to get the horses to pull harder.
Yeah, that's also a record that you can't really fucking, like, you can't really grade that. Like, you can't, oh, it's such a stupid record of this. Like, how do you know that the horses actually pulled all they could?
He again demonstrated in Ottawa with Queen Victoria's team of draft horses during her royal visit. Sear was also credited with side pressing 273.7.
Side pressing? I think I know which feat this is, or what kind of lift this is, but... First of all, no. These are all... Look at the fucking weights. Like, that's 100% not 273 pounds. That's just fucking not true. Modern day strongmen cannot fucking do this with these. Like, the way he fucking does this is just stupid.
75 pounds with one arm. A lift witnessed by
He's a movie character.
Great champion Tom Caviar, who described it more like a jerk press. Sear's dumbbells were often so unwieldy that many respectable strongmen were unable to lift them off the floor, let alone lift them overhead.
Yeah, but he did, you know, he's just this fucking guy from nowhere, just, yeah, he just did that with ease. Because he was born strong, yeah.
Poor Lewis' health began to fail due to excessive eating and inactivity.
Yeah, I do believe that. He probably ate himself to death. And he was just a fat dude that was stronger than his friends.
At the time, he weighed 400 pounds. He slimmed as best he could for his last contest of strength with Hector de Carey, with Lewis retaining his title, retiring unvanquished. Lewis Sear, the strongest man who ever lived, died on November 10, 1912, in Montreal, of chronic nephritis, being interred at Saint Jean de Matha. Great homage was paid by all of Canada with immense crowds attending the funeral, with floral tributes coming from all over the world.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that's true, to be honest. Well, this is how it is. I suppose this is the strongest non-unrecorded man. Like, this is so stupid.